Paul...
If you boys are still trying to figure out who I had the fight with, forget it.
Oh, no, sir. We just wanted you to avoid them scraps.
Fine. I'll avoid them. Now, let's get to business. As far as I can figure things, we've lost about 200 head of cattle in the last 3 weeks.
If it keeps up this way, we'll be out of beef.
So we're going to do something about it. Now, each one of you boys flips a coin. 2 of you go with me. The odd man stays home. Well?
Paul, it's a pretty hard ride up there in that country.
And it gets colder than a polar bear's nose.
Yeah, and there's no telling what kind of trouble we're going to run into, Pa.
Well, if you boys don't want to come along with me, I can always take Hop Sing.
No, Paul, that ain't it. It's...
Well, the fact is we think we all ought to go.
All of us? Well, someone has to stay home.
Why don't you stay?
I never have.
Yeah, we know you ain't never, Paul, and that's our point.
Yes, see, we were thinking maybe you ought to start taking a little easy.
I like supervising, huh?
You boys think I might be getting too old for this sort of thing?
Now, we didn't say that.
What did you say?
What did we say, Adam?
You know what we said.
Yeah.
Well, Hoss?
Well, Paul, doggone it, we think you ought to start taking it a little easier, Paul. Man gets a certain age, he ought to slow down a little bit. Now, we ain't saying you ought to be put out to pasture or nothing. It's...
Well, that's comforting.
Oh, and well, you know, a man with 3 sons ought to be able to get a little of the load taken off his back.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad to me. Sounds pretty good.
You mean you don't mind?
Why should I mind?
Well, we thought that...
Well, stop thinking and stop jawing and get to it, or else the whole day will be gone.
We're on our way, Paul.
Be back before dark.
Yeah, and with the rustlers.
Be back by supper.
Right.
Right.
Paul, you sure you'll be all right?
I'll try to make out, Hoss.
Like a box canyon to me.
Yeah, but the tracks say it ain't so. They go in, but they don't come out.
Might be a way out at the other end.
Or else they're still in there.
I sure don't like the looks of it. I hate to get trapped in there.
You want to find those rustlers, or don't you?
Yeah, but I want to find them. I don't want them finding me. Let's just be mighty careful. I sure don't like the looks of this. I don't know what you two are gonna do, but I'm gonna get myself a little closer to the ground. I ain't gonna sit up here like no crow on a fence post.
Joe. Right.
ain't seen it yet.
Let's take a look. In and out, slick and clean.
Adam, I ain't never gonna tease you again about wearing them clean shirts.
Well, the only reason I wear them is because I knew you'd get shot one day. That'll stop the bleeding. You'll be fine as a frog's hair in no time.
You all right?
Yep, I reckon I am. We ain't got ourselves many problems. We lost our horses. We ain't got no food and water, and even if I could walk, we couldn't get out of here. Them fellas using real bullets up there. On top of all that, it's gonna be so cold tonight, it'd freeze the hide right off of a drunken cowboy, and we can't build no fire.
At least we did one thing.
What's that?
We found the rustlers.
Worry. You get bellyache. You better eat now.
No, I'll wait a while. The boys should be along soon.
Maybe they sleep out tonight.
No, I don't think so. They said they'd be back before dark. Besides, they didn't take any food with them.
They be back.
Hmm?
Mr. Hoss up there. He smell food cooking. He come to food like homing pigeon.
Go.
What do you smell?
Nah, it can't be.
It can't be what?
I swear I can smell Hopsing's cooking.
We're over a half day's ride from the house. You can't smell that distance.
I don't know about that. I remember once Hoss smelling biscuits in a sandstorm. The storm was over and we got home. Sure enough, there were the biscuits. Remember that?
Yeah. I wish I didn't. Roast pork and sweet taters?
You come eat. Roast pork, sweet potato, keep warm much longer, all dry up.
I'm afraid they've run into some kind of trouble.
Always do. You eat.
I'm not very hungry, Hopsing.
They catch trouble, okay. How you help by not eat?
Just in case. Better put that back in the oven.
You want me sit up all night, keep fire in cook stove?
No, you can let it go, Ada. When the boys come back, I'll fire it up again.
真係啊，你冇法子啊，真係。